Hi. Hi, hello. Today I discovered that there was a video created by someone named Kim Anami. Okay. She is apparently a sex and relationship coach. Hi, folks who are joining. I am going to live react to a video on Instagram and on Facebook. Unfortunately, on Instagram, you're not going to see the video. On Facebook, I'm going to attempt to share my screen so you can watch it along with me. First of all, okay, so a video was put out recently by someone named Kim Anami. I was like, who is this person, right? Like, who is this person? Should I care? And honestly, yes, I should care because apparently she's part of the field in which I work. So she's apparently a sex and relationship coach, which, you know, a lot of people claim to be that. And some of them don't have like good information, right? It's not I think that you don't necessarily have to have a degree, right? Like I have a master's degree in social work, so that's not, and I didn't do public health. Like my sex ed knowledge and experience came mainly from doing adult toy parties with Athena's Home Novelties, and then kind of branching out and like going to, like going to conferences and going to trainings and like getting a certificate through Planned Parenthood. Like I've done my thing. So it's not like, Sexpert is like a thing. It's a separate thing. We're not going to go there. But I know that I know what I'm talking about. Right. And I know that my focus being that I am a social worker by training, really care about what people are doing with their bodies, because I want it to be fun and pleasurable and healthy, as much as possible, right? Like that is my goal and my like thing. So when other people in the field do things that, like, honestly, anything that we do reflects a lot on what is happening in the industry, right? Like anything that we do, to the random person who doesn't know anything about sex education, who doesn't know anything about the industry, the sex ed, sexuality, pleasure industry, is going to make all kinds of assumptions about things. And then they're going to trust us, who claim to be sexperts or coaches or educators, to give them good information. So when people say incorrect things, or when people do things that poorly represent the industry, it is not good. It is not good for any of us. That's how I feel about this. So without further ado, should we try this? Let's try this. Okay. All right. So we're going to attempt, we're going to do a little bit of like technical wizardry here. I'm going to attempt to share my screen on the Facebook. All right. So this is Kim right here. Kim. Kim Anami, a white woman, professes to be a sex and relationship coach, and she is known for this. For, you know, lifting heavy objects with her pelvic floor muscles. I mean, cool, right? Like, good on you, but not a standard that should be set for everybody. First, let's start there. All right. That should not have to be a standard for everybody. It should be specific to your body, and it should be specific to your needs and your wants and desires. And apparently oh, look here. Here's her, you know, hang 10, dude, bruh, holding on to surfboard. Oh God, you got her website. You have to go visit it if you're not watching this on Facebook. Like, you have to go to this woman's website, Kim Anami. But yeah, like, also, I hate driving people. Don't fucking follow her or like her unless you're going to like talk shit to her, because this is just not a good standard for people. Okay, anyway, so I'm getting to it, I promise. I promise. Okay. Sorry, I just want to check Facebook again because I'm paranoid and technical stuff. I am my technical person. Okay, ready? Here we go. Oh, wait. Okay, no, I'm kidding. Oh, God. Is it going to play? Is this the music video? Oh, here. Okay. Oh, it's on the YouTube. Ugh, do I want to give her watches? Ugh. Here, let's make it a little bigger. I don't like that I'm giving her plays.
Everybody wants a Kung Fu Vagina. It starts with a Jade Egg from China. No need for lube or saliva to become a vag messiah.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wait, I'm sorry. We're starting this over because there's captions. This white woman has a lip color in her video.
Everybody wants a Kung Fu Vagina.
Oh.
It starts with a Jade Egg from China. No need for lube or saliva to become a vag messiah. We don't need a funky type bag. Shoot ping pongs with pizzazz. Just build a muscle up.
I just have to have some water. She said, we don't need a y'all better be lucky I'm not drinking wine right now. Maybe I should be drinking wine right now. We don't need a funky time. What the fuck does that mean? I don't know what that means.
Need a funky type bag. Shoot ping pongs with pizzazz. Just build a muscle up.
Oh, I should have kept playing because she explains what a funky tie badge is. It's apparently one that shoots out ping pong balls. Did you know? Oh God, we're 39 seconds in. Oh no. Oh no. Oh God. I might cry. Okay, I'm not gonna cry. I might cry.
Chop the board down. It's an ancient Taoist art of lifting weight with your parts. Come on, girls, let's flip and regain our power between your hips. Everybody wants a Kung Fu Vagina. scratch like fire.
Listen to my vajay scratch like vinyl? Maybe there's something more.
Everybody wants a vagina that can do kung fu. So what's a girl to do? We don't learn this shit in school. The normalization of dysfunction means we accept the numbness, disconnected from the oneness. Life force energy comes from within. Your orgasm ain't a sin. It's your inherent birthright to have pleasure out of sight. And when your pelvic floor is strong, you best believe you gonna come. So now you know what to do. Harness your sexual energy and do that vaginal come. But it's the core of our power. Just ask Queen Vagina Kim how to get it on. She'll show you how to make it grand. Chandeliers with no hand. Her proteges dip and flip, judged by the power of the cake. Everybody wants a kung fu vagina. Master the Jade Egg from China.
No, don't do it.
You'll become your own damn messiah when your ejaculate puts out fires.
Squirting is not a standard. Everybody has the potential to do it who can squirt, but it should not have to be a standard. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. First of all, why does that just feel like she is straight up stealing from Janelle Monáe? I mean, yeah, let's look at this. Let's look at this. She's straight, I just feel like she's stealing from Janelle Monáe, but made it white.
Come on, be free, join the uprising. Come on, be free, join the uprising.
Come one, come all.
Oh my God, the Asian.
Do you want a Kung Fu
No,
vagina?
don't
Come to
do
Kung
it.
Fu Vagina.
Oh, dear God, did she say anything else? Okay, I have 2 seconds left.
Vagina.com. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. I don't. No. No. There was so much wrong with that. There was so much wrong with that. I don't know who she thinks she is. If she thinks that she's like Gwen Stefani, like trying to capitalize on Asian stereotypes, but that is not a thing we're fucking doing in 2021. And not for nothing, but I looked this woman up and she has a history of saying really stupid shit. Like, for example, por ejemplo, apparently, this was some, I feel like I need to look this up, and maybe I'll try to link to it somewhere. But she did this long ass YouTube video right after, you know, everything started really, I don't want to say exploding, but, and I don't even want to say that they came to a head because not like, are things changing? I don't know. But back in June of 2020, with a lot of the Black Lives Matter protests, apparently she did a video in which, you know, people wanted to hear what she had to say. What do you think about this? Like, excuse me, how come you didn't put up a black square and blah, blah, blah. And she called people internet warriors. And I was like, that's already questionable language right there, because that kind of language is like, you know, a lot of the Trumpist type talk. And she proceeded to say that basically that oppression wasn't real. She said that oppression wasn't real. This isn't, I can't quote this right now, but essentially she said that oppression wasn't real and that you know, we're all born with the chance for opportunities, and what helps people rise up and get out of those awful situations is courage. This woman said that the way people get out of oppression is because they had courage. Yes, that makes so much sense. I had no idea. If more people of color, if more Black folks just had more courage, I can't even. That was, oh God, my face is hot right now. like what the fuck? Who? Okay, let's just do a little quick. I mean, I said it while I was watching the video. Having a strong pelvic floor is important, but it is not something that is everybody's issue, right? Like, having a healthy pelvic floor is great because it means that you're not you know, incontinent or having a lot of pain, right? Like specific type of pain, but nobody has to be able to lift up a coconut, a chandelier, a surfboard. What else did we see? Like a pineapple. Nobody has to lift any fruits. You don't have to do any heavy lifting with your pelvic floor muscles in order to have good sex, right? I mean, let's just even go into the fact that she is clearly very specifically talking about penis and vagina intercourse. That is one. Two, she talks a lot about, you know, the vagina needing to be strong. I don't remember where it was, but I want to say that there is this whole talk about, like, most women have, hold on, let me just find that really quick. Let me see if I can find it. Maybe there were some dashes in there. Didn't save it. Ugh, God. And these are like her natural abilities. Okay, so if it was natural abilities, then we would all be able to do this without effort. And like, okay, there's just so much. There's so much. It's racist. That whole video is racist. Let's be real. Because it was using just like all these Asian stereotypes. I mean, they were mixing different cultural clothing styles. Then there was ballet. And that, okay, so that there was this whole, I mean, her whole website is all about how you need to have strong vaginal muscles, specifically vaginal muscles, and that the majority of women, or most women, or a lot of women, whatever her language she uses, have weak vaginal muscles. I mean, it just adds to, there's so much of this language out there about like needing to have a tight vagina, which is bullshit, first of all. Nobody, that should not have to be the standard. That should not have to be the goal, because it doesn't mean that you're going to have better sex. And dear God, please use lube, or get aroused enough in order to produce your own natural lubrication. Or, I mean, and so a lot of people can't do that, right? Like, I've talked about lube a bajillion times to so many people, but you can't say that you don't need, like, to say that you don't need lube or even spit if you have a healthy vagina is just inherently wrong. Because if you're stressed, if you're dehydrated, if you're, I mean, I guess like to her that would be unhealthy, but like, you telling me that like people aren't stressed like right now? No, no, no. This is messed up on so many levels. And yeah, I mean, I just can't get into that. I can't even get into all of that, because if she was proclaiming to, like, I'm assuming her target is specifically women, but like, men have pelvic floors. I mean, I'm sorry, if you have a body, it doesn't matter what your gender is, it doesn't matter what genitalia you have a pelvic floor, and you have pelvic floor muscles. All right. Now, there is this misconception that like, and it's not, your pelvic floor muscles help the front part and the back part. Like, that's the whole thing. Right. So you can have incontinence no matter what kind of genitalia you have. You could have arousal issues no matter what kind of genitalia you have. And it doesn't have to be able to lift weights in order to be healthy, in order to have good and pleasurable sexual activity, right? And sex doesn't have to mean specifically penis and vagina sex. Like, sex can be anything that you deem to be sex, right? It's so personal. I am exhausted. And that was like, what, a 3-minute long video? What do you even say about that? What do you even say about that? Don't subscribe to that kind of trash. And like, and you know, okay, so let's talk about the Jade Egg. There's actually a video that I shared earlier on my Facebook by the founder of Lioness. They make basically a vibrator that's connected to an app that helps with pelvic floor exercises if you wanted them, right? But also, like, it gives you all of the science. I have personally not tried it myself, but apparently there's like all of this information that you get with this vibe and with the app. And the owner, I believe she's a co-founder of that company, is Asian. And she showed the research that she did that showed that there is no evidence that jade eggs were discovered in China or used in Chinese medicine. And then, of course, you know, like, you have other white women like freaking Gwyneth Paltrow talking about jade eggs and yoni eggs, but not actually talking about how, like, I don't know. I guess I can't speak to whatever the hell she says, but like, she tries to popularize it and tries to claim that, you know, because jade I guess maybe has some relationship to China and thus must be Chinese and thus is ancient Chinese. Like, I don't even know. I don't know. I'm trying to pretend to be a white lady and I don't get it. Yeah. Like, how do you get there? How do you get to that point? You just don't do it. Right? So jade eggs, you can certainly use jade eggs if you want. They are not necessary. And to be perfectly honest, jade is porous. So it will hold on to bacteria. I mean, you can clean it. You know, you can clean it thoroughly, totally. And also, at some point, you're going to have to discard of it because it's going to hold on to more bacteria internally. It's like a loofah. Get rid of your loofahs too. Yeah. And like, don't get me wrong, I've used a jade roller. I love it on my face, you know. But even then, after some time, you know, even after cleaning it after use, I know that it's probably time to buy a new jade roller. It's like makeup brushes. You can only keep makeup brushes for so long, right? Makeup. You're only supposed to keep makeup on for so, or not makeup on, but makeup things for so long. Planned obsolescence is built into the products that we purchase, right? So yeah, so she did, the founder of Lioness did the research, showed there was no proof that jade eggs were used in ancient China. Equating, just, oh God, using Thai, to my fellow Southeast Asian folks. You know, I'm Filipino. I decided I got a rep, you know, brown girls' earrings. The stereotype of Asian women being submissive yet full of this like sexual prowess is old and fucking tired. It's fucking tired. Just let us fucking be. You know, like I don't have to be anything other than what I am in order to enjoy sex. And like, I certainly don't have to shoot ping pongs out of my vagina in order to prove that I have strong pelvic floor muscles. I, you know, like, don't, oh God, there's just so much. There's just so much. I mean, I encourage you to watch the video if you promise me that you're going to then comment. I should have commented on the YouTube video. I will do that afterwards. And maybe give it a thumbs down because that is utter nonsense. That kind of content is hurtful to Asian Americans, to Asians all over the world, to women, to people with vulvas, to music. Like, to sex educators, to the sex industry, sexual health and sexual pleasure industry. It is harmful shit. And she needs to know that. So I'm probably going to post this video to YouTube. And I'm probably going to say a hell of a lot more. So, again, if you want to watch the video again in all of its monstrosity, go for it and share your thoughts in the comments of her video and tell her that she's, potentially a sociopath. Yes, tell her. She needs to know. And tell your friends not to listen to trash information. There's so many of us out here who are doing the thing. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Maybe I'll have some wine. I'm probably just gonna have more water. Let's all have water together, shall we? Let's all have water together. We should stay hydrated. I don't have my water bottle because I have to wash it, but because yeah, we gotta stay hydrated. The fight continues. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go. I hope you all have wonderful nights. And remember that you are mermaid for pleasure, regardless of whether or not your pelvic floor muscles can do pelvic floor exercises or lift things, which is ridiculous. Okay. Good night, everybody.